Hello, friends, and welcome to Bible study. This is Adventures in Pixel Land. We're in Bible study. We are in the book of Luke. We're in the NIV, in the book of Luke. In chapter 10, we're doing 25 through 41. And we are jumping in. The parable of the Good Samaritan, verse 25. On one occasion, an expert in the law stood up to test Jesus. "Teacher," he asked, "what must I do to inherit eternal life?" "What is written in the law?" he replied. "And how do you read it?" He answered, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind." A. Deuteronomy 6:5. "And love your neighbor as yourself." B. Leviticus 9:18. "You answered correctly," Jesus replied. "Do this and you will live." But he wanted to justify him, so he asked Jesus, "And who is my neighbor?" In reply, Jesus said, "A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho. He fell into the hands of robbers. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by the other side. So too, a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, he passed by the other side. But a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was. And when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him, bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. Then he put the man on his own donkey, took him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day, he took out 2 silver coins, that's C or 2 denarii, and gave them to the innkeeper. "Look after him," he said. "And when I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expense you may have." So got medical attention, got him situated so he could go on his way. Which of these 3 do you think was the neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of the robber? The expert in the law replied, "The one who had mercy on him." Jesus told him, "Go and do likewise." Mercy. Mercy is what gets people to the right place. Okay? Not aggression. Aggression isn't the way. It never is. All right? At the home of Martha and Mary, verse 38. As Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She and her sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet instantly to what he said. To listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him and asked, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me." Because to them, that's not good hospitality, and she's not keeping with her gender role at that time. "Martha, Martha," the Lord answered, "you are worried and upset about many things, but only one thing is needed." D. But a few things are needed, or only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. It's better to educate yourself than worry about the busyness of what needs to get done in a daily life. Sit and take the lessons that you get from the good book, or from the good Lord, in her case, because she, got to view it in person, and take those teachings into your heart. You're supposed to be reading this with the intention of, how do you apply this to your everyday life? How can you use this to make you think about how you act and interact with the world to ensure that things move in the proper direction?